What's up, guys? Welcome to my crib, my Moto crib. So we've gotten a couple requests to see the inside of the Moto van, so we'll give you guys a little tour. So yeah, half of this van is pretty much with leftover material from my work. So I do commercial exterior for my full-time job. So yeah, like metal like this, metal like that was just scrap. So I had to do something with it. So I decided to put it in the Moto van. Except for this is Harbor Freight special. Kind of nice. It was only like $5, so we did that. This thing was also Harbor Freight, probably like $10. Just a little extra, you know, whatever. That was kind of cool. Got the Caliber ramp. This thing's very convenient. They're a Minnesota brand. Shout out to them. And got the spray can rack holder. I actually was making these like, what was it, like 4 years ago or something like that. Made a bunch of these and was selling some of them at the track. But yeah, nothing super fancy, but you know, I'm no engineer, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, so at our work we have a routing table. So basically I just kind of drew up the numbers for getting this thing bent up, and then so like it routed out the holes. First I did like 4 just circles for the spray can, or the spray cans, but then I decided like for an oil jug or something, so I made this a square. So that was kind of nice. And then yeah, I have a few of those extras, so I threw one in here. But yeah, so this metal here was left over from an Ace Hardware that I did, and it's like a metal composite, so it's got metal, plastic on the inside, and then metal on the other side. So we do a lot of panels with these, and we had extra sheets. So like this was like a 5x12 sheet, so this is like one big sheet that we did, and that was left over from a side job that I did, just corrugated metal. So I figured it'd look kind of cool on the bottom. So yeah, the van is super nice. It's honestly like the most versatile vehicle in my opinion, because we can keep the bikes in here overnight, like if it's raining or whatever. And yeah, with a pickup truck, like you got to tarp the bike if you're going down the road and it's raining. So pumped on this thing. This cabinet was like I just recently did this. All just a bunch of leftover diamond plate that we had. So I've never built a cabinet before until this thing. So I just kind of winged it, and it holds stuff. So we got our Engine Ice product. Big shout out to them. Really pumped on them. They're cool. And especially with how hot it's been just scorching hot in Minnesota. So yeah, we got that. We got the Risk Racing. I recently put these things in here. These things are so sweet. I used to just have like a random like eye bolt coming out of the floor that I'd hook to that and then that, but like the bike would still have a little bit of a rock to it. So now with those, like the bike doesn't move an inch. And then that was another thing, like with this cabinet, I got it so like the handlebars just barely graze underneath that. So just trying to maximize space. And then the reason why these things are kind of staggered weird like the way they are is like so I can get 2 bikes in here. So I gotta put one in forward and one in backwards, and it's gotta be like just the right fit so this bed can go down, or at least can be in couch mode. So yeah, this bed, I originally wanted to get, there's like I think it was like a 5-foot bed or something like that, and I was gonna run it sideways, but I got this thing used from a friend, and it's like 72 inches. So I used to have a half wall here, but I had to get rid of that because I really wanted to use this fold down bed. So yeah, we've done like 2 different layouts now in this van. So yeah, this thing is nice to have. We mainly just use the couch option just because we don't really sleep in here that much. But yeah, so with that down, I can have one bike in here backwards, but like once the pegs are on, it's like just barely fits. So it's nice to have a couch when you're going on the road, especially with the dogs and stuff. But then it's nice because it goes to a full bed too. So yeah, things from RB Components. I think it's like $500 or something like that new. So yeah, it's been convenient. So yeah, keep her in couch mode. And the flooring, I used to have like a vinyl laminate flooring in here, just because when I originally got this van, it was like I was kind of going for like camper van style. But then I realized like all we use it for is moto, so I'm like, this is a moto van. It's got a bed obviously, but it's not a camper van. It's just a moto van that we sometimes sleep in. So I left the laminate flooring that we had, but then I just bought this raised coin rubber flooring just because I kind of like that look better. So I just got like a big roll from Menards or something like that and rolled that out. I still gotta like, I don't know, probably caulk the edges or something. It's still a work in progress. I don't really put a lot of time into this thing, but a little bit of time I get, I like to mess with it. So yeah, we got the E-track. It's kind of nice just for whatever, hooks. So yeah, this deal, I just randomly put this in here too. Didn't really have a thought. I just kind of winged it. But I had the wheel well back here, and I never used this space for anything. So I was like, might as well just make like a kind of like a small cabinet, basically, just something that, because there's like when you have a van, it fills up fast. So like there's always miscellaneous stuff like random tubes and what else is in there? Yeah, bunch of like miscellaneous parts, pit board. I got a little broom in there. And yeah, I just grabbed some scrap metal and scrap wood and kind of built up a little deal. And yeah, I don't know, it's worked so far. Pumped on that. And this thing, I just bought this cabinet. I put this in here when I like originally bought the van, so kind of nice. Keep it stocked up. We got some Motor X oil in there and extra Pro Taper grips, extra clutch in there. Just, I don't know, I like to be prepared just in case. And then this thing I ordered off Amazon. I think it was only like 20 bucks or something like that, so it's been pretty convenient. Yeah, I keep the Motor X bike mat on the ground just because with the dogs and everything, it gets super dirty in here, so at least I can take that out and just kind of shake it off and whatnot. So but yeah, this thing, it's nice. Like, we've brought this thing out to Colorado. We've gone just on weekend camping trips too. Like, we go, like in the wintertime, we've brought snowboards in here, and then weekends we want to go mountain biking, we just throw the mountain bikes in here, and we can leave the night before, stay a night in the van. I don't know, it's convenient. Like, I'll probably have a van the rest of my life. I think these things are legit. So, but yeah, this is the medium roof, and obviously I'm short, but I fit. So I think it's like 6 foot exactly if you don't insulate it. So, but yeah, it's definitely tall enough. It's the medium roof, and it's the longer wheelbase. It's like a 148 wheelbase, I think, or something like that. But it's the longest one you can get in a medium style. If you do the high roof, you can get the extra long one. So I think it gives you like an extra 2 feet in the back, and then like an extra 1.5 feet on the top. So maybe the next van will do that, but for now, this thing works legit. And then we got the camper too, so most of the time, like, this is just going to be the bikes and technically like the garage, and then we'll have the camper. So yeah, I mean, I'm no professional van builder, but for the little bit of time I put into it, it works. It serves its purpose for us, and I'm pumped on it. So yeah, so basically most of the things I just winged it in here, so I didn't really like fully plan it out to make it fully professional. But I had these lights that were already in there, and then I put this big metal panel in, which was a pain to put in because it's massive. Thanks, Ann, for helping. But then I had these lights, so I was like, I just got these basically just these regular, I don't even know what you'd call them, a freaking light switch cover, and painted them black, and that's basically my light fixture trim. So I think it looks good enough for me. Yeah, and then we just got random diamond plate just kind of trimmed out. This van will never be done. I'll probably constantly be like just tinkering with it. But what do you think about the Moto van?
I mean, I really enjoy it. It's
Does
nice.
Moto vans help pick up chicks?
Yes, especially when there's candy and ice cream inside.
Hey, I had a Moto van when we first started dating, so.
You did. It was a nice ride on the outside, and so now it's right on the inside.
True.
This is really nice though.
Moto vans.
It helps with the dogs because there's so much more space for them to just, you know, when we're driving. But
Oh yeah, another thing too. So I had to add the seat cover because between the dogs and the wife, they tend to get this van extremely dirty, extremely fast. And I clean this thing all the time. And what do you have to say about that?
dirt just tracks really fast.
I am pretty good at keeping it clean, but then you and the dogs come in with like mud and sand, and it just like.
Well, the worst part is
and
like,
snacks and.
We have this big couch, and you would think that the dogs would want to ride here, but no, they both want to be on my lap or both want to be up front with us. So there just happens to always.
So you're blaming the dogs.
I'm like 25% of the time my fault.
Every time I come back, we come back from a weekend trip or something, I am cleaning out.
Really fast.
I'm cleaning out your snack wrappers too from who knows where. Hey, I like the Engine Ice sweatshirt.
Thanks. Huge shout out to them. The sweatshirt is.
That thing is cool AF.
It is way too hot out to have this on, but.
All right, let's show them the outside.
I like it.
Nothing too fancy, but got these rims put on last year. Shout out to Colin Lunn. He, I bought the wheels through him, and then I got the tires from him. Him and his family, they own a auto restoration shop, so they had like some used tires. So we'll probably put some mud diggers on it the next time, or like something a little bit beefier, because this thing in the wintertime is just not the ticket. But she's a clean rig.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Pumped that you're pumped about Moto vans like I'm pumped about Moto vans, so like and subscribe.
Follow along.
What are these people doing?
Bloopers. We went across the street to the parking lot to shoot that video.
Because we have too many vehicles in our driveway.
And the backdrop looked cooler. We were over there. Ooh, and we got a nice backup camera.
Tell them that's a kid's parking lot too. We're posted up in our van.
In a children's like preschool parking lot.
Yeah.
This is clutch now.
Clutch. Look at you with those hip words.
Okay. Well, on that note, bye guys.